The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, Simon. We'll get started shortly. All right, it is the top of the hour, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We will be posting the recording for anybody who happened to miss us. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me today for Kineo Office Hours. I am excited to get to present to you today a customization, and that's a magic word, customization, called self-enroll programs. This is something that I get asked for all the time. It seems like almost every single time I train, people are just baffled that in core Totara, people cannot self-enroll in programs without the assistance of a learning plan. And so Kineo finally got asked that question so many times that we have developed it, and I'm actually going to show it to you on Sienna's site. I've gotten Kevin's permission before to use his site because he uses a lot of our cool stuff. So I am going to be showcasing that today. For those of you who maybe don't know me, my name is Taylor Craig. I'm the Senior Platforms Consultant here at Kineo. So I get to train you guys. I have the opportunity to work with each of you and work with new people and our existing clients. And yeah, that's my role. So again, this is a custom add-on. So when we use the word custom, that means that it is something you will need to talk to your account manager about to have added to your site. So it's not core functionality, but it is super cool. So what it does is it allows learners to self-enroll in a program sans a learning plan. So they don't have to know how to set their own learning plan up and then go and find a program, all those easy 900 steps to enroll. This one, they just go find the program, they enroll themselves. So let's take a look from a learner's perspective what that looks like first, and then we'll look at the admin side of it. So I'm already logged in here as a learner. I've already gone to find learning programs, search for the program that I want, and I've got it pulled up here. Now, there's lots of different ways to go about doing this. The cool way, or one of the ways that Kevin at Sienna does this, is he's got different blocks on the homepage. Maybe he might have a featured program, things like that. They click that block and it takes them straight to the enrollment screen, right? So there's lots of different ways. It's still a unique URL kind of situation. But the learner would come in, click on the program, and just like you see when you want to self-enroll in a course, we also have the ability to self-enroll in a program with this add-on. My internet connection always decides that it wants to be real slow on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Central. Don't know why. There we go. So here we go. We've got our program full name. I just threw one in here, but yours, of course, would be beautiful. It might have images. All of that stuff goes, of course, in the program description area. So you put in your description for the program, any additional details for that program, et cetera, et cetera. All that stuff would be in between this button and this program name. And you would click Enroll in Program. It's going to ask you, are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I'm sure. I'm going to enroll. Also, it would show you the courses that are in the program. Okay, now it's showing me you were enrolled on the program. Okay, so that went ahead, that threw me into the program. From this point, I do have the option to unenroll from the program. You will notice that the date that was assigned is September 20th, and then the due date is October 20th. That's because I set inside this program, when I set it up, I set the due date to be 30 days from the date of the enrollment. So that way the learner was able to go in, click, and they added their self in. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And then in your, trying to find out where his record of learning is, maybe in the big area that says record of learning. But they actually are utilizing the isotope block as well. You'll notice that they have a pretty little icon here. This is mine. I didn't put anything pretty behind the image in the isotope block. But you'll see here, he does see the due date. He does see the program listed on his My Learning block. I don't have any courses in my program because I just wanted to show this functionality. But the learner, when they click on it, they would see those courses. Those courses would, of course, show up on their record of learning for the individual courses they were assigned to. They would see that information there, and then they would always have the option to unenroll themselves from the program. Okay, so let's take a look at what this looks like from the administrator side. So let me just switch on over here. And I'm going to locate my program. Okay, we're going to go in here to this program. We're going to edit the settings. Nothing is different. It's really, honestly, we just added a setting to programs, which makes perfect sense. There is a permission that is tied into it. So there is a permission for people to be able to self-enroll. You typically add that permission to the authenticated user role. Just that way everybody has the ability to self-enroll into a program. But we made that a permission so that in case you have only a certain group of people that needs to be able to self-enroll, you may want to give them that role at the system level using an audience, all that good stuff, right? So you may want to do that, you may not. Okay, so super easy. It is literally a checkbox inside of the program settings. So self-enrollment, checked, enabled. I'm going to go in here and look at the details. We're just looking at the overview, so I can't edit that. If I go to the details tab, however, I do have the ability to check the self-enrollment. If you check that box, then it's turned on. Due date for self-enrolled users, you can choose to turn that off or on. So we have that box checked, and we're saying that it's enabled, and we want it 30 days, but it could be weeks, months, years, etc., and so forth. Okay, so that right there in itself, that is the core plugin, and that's really all it is, but that's really all people ever need, to be perfectly honest. We have done an integration of this with a e-commerce solution. So that is something that we are aware of and have done before. It would just be additional custom work at that point, but that is something that we have done with the self-enroll program. So basically where you can also have them self-enroll and also pay for that program as well. So that's an add-on to this plugin. Okay, so any questions that you guys have is kind of short and sweet today, but this is a really cool plugin that we are pretty proud of, and I hope to see more people use it because I get asked about it all the time. So I'm going to turn it over to you guys and let me know if you have any questions. And I've got the question box popped out. If you need a mic, feel free to use it or let me know and I will give it to you. I'm going to turn it over to you guys. If you have any questions on this or anything else, please let me know. I think to let me know you need a mic, you may have to type it in the question box or maybe raise your hand and then I can give you a mic. All right, fantastic. Thanks, Kim. Thanks for joining us. You're very welcome. Thank you. Thanks, Simon. We will see you guys next time. We're going to be doing another one of our plugins. So join us next time. See y'all. Bye.